Video's called "I Tracked Down the Company Ruining Restaurants."
I've had a sense that lots of restaurants are...
Yeah, pretty much.
starting to taste the same. And maybe you too have had a sense that something is amiss. So I wanted to test a hypothesis with my coworkers that you can be served the same exact food. Can I just get the jalapeno poppers?
Nebraska.
From totally different restaurants.
Oh.
The fried pickles.
Can I get the fried pickles? But made in the same factory, whether you wanted it.
I get it.
or
I get it.
not.
I get it.
Can I
Okay.
get the funnel cake?
I understand. I'm locked in now. Okay. At first, I didn't really understand
Here's
the
the
premise.
question behind this test. Are we trapped into eating the same mediocre food from New York to Alaska? And if so, why? And who's behind it?
Alright, moment of truth.
That's the mystery we're going to unpack today.
Is he specifically doing this with fried pickles? It's an interesting choice. That's all I'm saying. I don't think every restaurant has those.
To get to the
I would do it with chicken tenders, personally.
bottom of it, first I went to Harlan, Iowa, woke up at 5 a.m. to talk to a restaurant owner about how they get their food.
I'm Ellen Walsh Roseman.
This is good
and I
investigative
own
work.
Milk and Honey.
The thing is,
Milk and
Ellen's
honey.
restaurant does it
Farm fresh.
differently.
Damn, wait, hold on. I don't know. Wait,
And I
hold on.
own Milk and Honey.
The thing
Milk and Honey Farm Fresh Breakfast Lunch Bakery. So does that mean they close at like 4 o'clock? What time does dinner start?
Ellen's restaurant does it differently
The hell am I looking at? What is this?
than most restaurants in 2025.
Is that cheese? Is that oil or something? Like what am I watching?
She showed me how she makes
What are they
something from
making?
scratch for French toast.
Oh,
She
French
uses
toast.
a distributor to get most base ingredients, the milk from a local dairy and the eggs from a local farm. Ellen's.
Okay, so yeah, this is more like a like mom and pop shop then, right? Maybe?
The bread is brioche that the restaurant makes from scratch.
Oh yeah.
From there, the brioche gets baked, cut, dipped in homemade custard, griddled, and served to you, the customer. Or, luckily enough, me.
It's very good.
It's not
I feel like this is an awkward situation to be in, though,
Enough.
bro. Like, bro, you sitting here, you got eats, gang. Like, I mean, I'm sure that she know what the food tastes like, so I'm really, like, she really just there to get my opinion on the shit. But, boom, I eat some eggs, bacon, whatever the fuck this shit is. What is this? Cinnamon bread or whatever? I don't know what I'm looking at. I ain't gonna lie, but these french fries don't, these are either, like, complete dog shit, or they're actually, like, really good french fries. There's no in between with those. But, yeah, this French toast is very interesting to me. I'm very curious. Because they making it with brioche? That's not bad, though. I ain't gonna lie. Wait, hold on. Wait, this might be a good meal. But I'm just saying it might be awkward just because it's, like, you're sitting there and, like, I feel like you kind of got to be like, oh, yeah, this shit good. Yeah, like, bro, what what am I supposed to say? I might be like, I've had better, or I can make this shit better myself. Like, you know what I mean? That's like,
Me.
it's like an asshole move.
It's very good.
Holy shit, I just realized there was captions on the screen, my fault.
It's not just the French toast. Ellen tries to work with as many local producers as possible.
This is our country skillet.
Oh, those were hash browns. Oh my god, I'm fried, bro. Yo, I thought that was cheese. Oh my god, that was hash
And
browns.
this is the
Oh, what is that?
local.
Wait, whoa. Is that Brussels sprouts? Tomatoes? And eggs. Okay, if these are just straight up, like, I guess steamed / grilled Brussels sprouts, I don't really know. I don't know how grilled Brussels sprouts taste. But steamed ones are terrible, bro. That's bad. That's bad eats. But if you, like, marinate the Brussels sprouts, I forgot, like, I don't know exactly what, like, the sauce is or whatever. But if you marinate Brussels sprouts, bro, they can easily jump up to, like, A tier vegetable, bro. Like, it's so good. But I don't think that's what this is here. Nor would I expect that for a breakfast. But maybe if you mask it with, like, the egg, the hash browns, the look like tomatoes and onions maybe. Or this might be cheese right here. Then there might be enough there to, like, mask it to where you can actually, like, make it edible. I'm assuming this is like some type of potato cake thing. What the Bro, what is this? Do I not know anything about breakfast?
Sourdough bread from a bakery in Omaha.
But for many restaurants, sourcing local ingredients like this is getting harder and harder. Ellen's distributor is regional and employee-owned. But if you're a restaurant owner, especially in a rural area, you might just have 1 or 2 distributors to choose from. There's a good chance one of them is a company called Sysco.
Oh, I've heard of Sysco. So they're the ones behind the restaurants and like the lower in quality is what I'm getting.
And they are suspect number 1 for my deep fried mystery. To hash out that suspicion, I spoke to Austin Frerick, author of the book Barons, who explained the profound way Sysco is shaping the way we eat out.
The innovation of Sysco was that it was the first national company to essentially offer everything a restaurant needs.
Back in the day, someone like Ellen
Dairy, fresh frozen meat. Makes sense. Seafood, poultry, frozen other. What the fuck is the other? I don't know what that means. But okay. Can and dry. Also makes sense. Paper disposables. Makes sense. Chemicals. Smallwares, produce, and beverage. What the fuck is frozen other? Like, what is that? And what what do you mean chemicals?
Back in the day,
What does that
someone
mean?
like
'Cause
Ellen
I know that, I think, well, to a certain extent, you do kind of need some type of chemicals in order to, like, preserve the food if you are distributing it from, say, like, Texas up to, like, New Hampshire or some shit. I don't know where New Hampshire's at. I'll say New York. Like, you know what I mean? You need, you know, the food to be preserved for that long while it's in the big-ass truck as they're driving it down. So, like, to a certain extent, I guess that does make sense.
might have one distributor for butter and another for eggs. But Sysco is what's have one distributor for butter and
I thought he said butter and Fendt.
back in the day, someone like Ellen might have one distributor for butter and
Oh, they ain't even put it in the caption, bro. Oh my god, wait, it might have been Fendt.
another for eggs. But Sysco is what's called a broadliner, supplying
Everything from paper products to meat and produce.
Sysco was a merger of 9 different wholesale restaurant distributors with kind of the explicit
Jesus Christ, bro, it's old
wholesale
as shit, bro. Oh my god. Like, bro, just look at him, bro. Like, that's crazy, gang. Yo. Damn. He look like he's, like, maybe 10 years early or 10 years away from being a presidential candidate.
restaurant distributors with kind of the explicit goal of making a national player.
that was in 1969. Fast forward to today, and Sysco has grown so much. That was in 1969.
They have the same logo from 1969 to now. That's pretty impressive.
Fast forward to today, and Sysco has grown so much that it really only has 2 other competitors in the national space. Among them, Sysco is the largest, and even a decade ago, controlled an estimated 35% of the market. And this year, their gross profit hit $15 billion.
The scary thing about Sysco was it didn't become this giant through organic growth, but instead it became a giant through relentless acquisitions that went unchecked.
They've acquired over 150 companies to become really one of the only national broadline distributors for restaurants.
And this growth, I learned, is deeply changing the way we eat from farm to table. Let's start with the farm part. Ellen tries to work with as many local producers as possible.
Okay, now that I know it's hash browns, it do look a little bit more hash browny though.
Ellen tries
like,
to work.
Bro, I don't know why I thought this was cheese, bro. And I'm like, bro, why is she doing that to the cheese? That don't make no sense to me. But I understand now. Oh, wait, this is the Brussels sprouts?
With as many local
oh, no, never mind.
Producers as possible.
What's that? Fucking guac? Or avocado? What the hell is that?
Even when it's more expensive. Sysco, on the other hand, operates with the biggest producers at
God damn, where'd they get all these animals from, bruh?
massive scales to eke out savings. Producers that often have some of the most exploitative production models. Cisco gets their berries from companies like Driscoll,
Driscoll's basically took the Nike sweatshop model and applied it to berry production.
and chicken from companies like Tyson.
God damn, there's hella chickens in there, bro. What the fuck? But I'm saying, though, there's just no way there's that many chickens for chicken nuggets, bro. Unless chicken nugget... Well, obviously a nugget is like a smaller part of the actual chicken, but like... I just don't think there's enough, bro. There's just no way. But I guess if all of these chickens are in one location, you got to think how many chickens are in all the other locations spread across. Like, you know, I get it, but that's still crazy to think about, bro. And these chickens dead ass just wake up and then this is their life. They're just in here. Crazy.
Tyson's applied a sharecropping model to meat production.
If you used a national distributor,
Farmers should put chicken processors liken system to sharecropping. Oh.
could you get?
Yeah, they be putting that
the
shit in there,
Omaha
bro. It's basically like
sourdough?
steroids,
Could
right?
you no. And why is that?
So a lot of local distributors or local producers are not able to tap into regional distribution. The volume and production quantities is too high.
I think bro trying to break out.
Regional distribution.
Is that his head right there? He trying to break out. He's like, hey, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I see him coming down there, and he's... Wait, what are they getting into? Are they getting into... Is that water down there?
Production quantities
Oh, it might be water.
is too high.
Cisco scours the globe for a good deal, and there's reason to be concerned about how they're getting some of those deals.
Is that hay?
Seafood is the best example of this. Many providers to Cisco have been accused of engaging in slave labor.
That includes forced Uyghur and North Korean labor in China.
Basically, any dark part of the food system has moved offshore, which makes policing it really, really hard to do.
But Cisco doesn't just source shrimp and strawberries. They have their own line of mass-manufactured frozen foods. Everything from sourdough and brioche to, as I learned from researching this, jalapeno poppers, other fried appetizers, and desserts. Frozen food, it turns out, isn't just a facet of the Cisco business model, it drives it.
I don't think Americans appreciate that frozen food allows these long exploitative supply chains.
In the early 2000s, Cisco was buying jalapeno poppers assembled in Mexico for well below minimum wage and shipped frozen all over the country.
It allows a race to the bottom.
Oh, they're coming from Mexico, but now they making them in-house type shit. That's why it's like, that's why they taste bad. I don't even think I've ever even eaten a jalapeno popper, but like, I'm not really, as big of a fan of jalapenos as I am, I'm not really, like, I prefer the flavor in, like, kettle chips rather than, what the fuck is even in a popper? What is it? Is it, like, cream cheese or some shit? Yeah, bro, I'm not eating that shit, bro. That's basically like Mexican sushi, bro. I'm not eating that.
In terms of labor standards and pay.
Or at least not willingly, bro. I gotta get tricked into eating it. I fuck with the katana in the back,
All over
bro.
the country.
He a ball
Allows a
knower.
race to the bottom in terms of labor standards
I fuck with the katana back there, bro.
and pay.
I've only played katana once.
So the food we ordered could have come to a distribution center like this, frozen, shipped to restaurants across the country, then dumped into a fryer. And now, the truckers driving those shipments, they're also getting squeezed by Cisco.
Cisco's continuously lobbying year after year to deregulate the trucking industry. And what we've seen since the 1980s is trucking wages are down nearly 40%.
After the food is unloaded off of trucks, it gets cooked up and put on your plate. And Cisco's dominance means the food on that plate is increasingly the same and increasingly worse.
Do you think regional variety is disappearing?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, because if it'll taste the same across the board. And I guess that is kind of like fishy whenever you really think about it, because it's like, damn, how does all the food taste the same regardless of where the fuck you're at? But yeah, I guess that does kind of make sense, you know? Because if you really think about it, you're eating the same shit. If I go to a Chili's and I get the triple dipper or whatever, what is it? The, fuck, I don't know what's in the dipper. It was like tenders, sliders, and something else. Maybe nachos. But anyways, you get that shit in Florida, right? And you can also get the exact same meal in Alaska, and it's going to taste the same. So yeah, I guess that is kind of like... Because I feel like in Alaska, you would think it would taste different. Right? Because when you go to another country, it does taste different. Or at least it should. Yeah.
You've probably had a Sysco meal without even realizing it.
I would say so.
Where the fuck is this at? Oh, that's not even in English. Oh, yeah, never mind.
You've probably had a Sysco meal without even realizing it. They
Oh, that's good eats right here, bro. This vegetable melody. Broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. I'm killing this right here. I'm killing this. And I'm taking like half of this thing of potatoes, bro. I'm taking half of this. Or maybe a fourth of this. Because sometimes this be filling me up. And not like in like a literal sense, but more so in I gotta digest this real quick so I can get back to eating kind of thing. So I'll just eat it and then immediately try to shit it out. Oh, these are... Oh, wait, no, they are potatoes. They look like mini pancakes, though. But they're definitely potatoes.
offer everything from
Because that wouldn't make sense, right?
these sad bread
Hold on, gang. These bread... Oh, wait, hold on, bro. This bread look kind of good, though, bro. Are my standards just low?
rolls to
This bread look kind
Wagyu
of
beef
good.
burger patties. If you've ever spent time in a hospital or a prison,
What the fuck you mean you're reading right You don't know how to read, bro. Stop.
you might have had
Stop.
a meal
Stop.
off of a
You
Sysco
don't know how to
tin.
read.
And if you pay attention, they're everywhere. And
No,
so,
they are. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I see the trucks all the time. Damn, that's crazy.
It's getting
Okay.
harder and harder to avoid getting the exact same frozen meal at your local diner or brewery. It probably won't taste that great either.
If you were to buy pre-made brioche from one of the big national distributors,
They probably will try to keep things cheap, so like they're probably not going to use butter.
so they'll use like a canola oil,
Sure,
or
yeah,
shortening,
shortening
something
or
like that.
something.
It's because
like
you
that.
can't read. Nigga, I know how to read. I know how to read. Now, what is that? Is that already passed? Barely. I know how to read. It's just like sometimes I like my brain don't be activated yet, and I gotta wait till like the middle of the day for my shit to get activated. Like my shit I need activated right now. I'm probably operating on like 40%. But what's 1821? That's like I might be past Abraham already. I don't know where that's at.
And then like
Read a
their
paragraph
sugar
right
might
now.
Be like processed sugar, like a high fructose corn syrup kind of thing.
Austin found a story of a Pennsylvania diner whose burgers weren't frying the same on the grill. When the owner investigated, he realized the patties now contained soy protein filler. Sysco and their competitors are flooding restaurants with ultra-processed food like this. Now, you might expect that with a deep-fried cheddar jalapeno popper, but maybe less so with something like bread.
The irony is, you could be a diner in a small town in Iowa, surrounded by some of the world's best farmland, and yet nothing on the menu is
Worst you
coming
can't
from
read,
around
you the
you.
worst kind.
It's low-quality products
Worst kind of what?
produced by people being
Black-
exploited outside the national borders.
The system
you're
isn't
a
exactly
Black
working out
American.
for restaurant owners or local distributors either. With the competition bought out, Sysco has more leverage to arbitrarily raise prices. During COVID, for instance, they used their market power to pass on inflation to their customers and increase their earnings by 159%.
That's fucking
Sysco
crazy.
CEO even said on an earnings call
Ew,
that they had
why the fuck his mouth look like that?
59%. Cisco CEO even said on an earnings
Bro, are his front two teeth merged together? Like, why the fuck does shit look like that?
call that they had no intention of competing on price.
Smaller restaurants have almost no negotiating power with Cisco. And so if you are in a
That's low-key why, like, they really, you know what I'm saying? Like, them small restaurants, them local little diners and shit like that, especially the ones up north, bro, they taste so good, bro, because they don't got that Cisco shit, bro. They really got that shit, like, they getting that shit out the mud, bro. That shit be tasting good as fuck. And that's why, more importantly than ever, bro, I feel like niggas really got to start learning how to cook, bro. Niggas really got to start learning how to cook for real. Like, home cooked meals is on top, bro. I'm telling you. I just be lazy sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm also trying to rack up my McDonald's points so that way after the gym I can get a free cheeseburger every time I go. But that's a story for another time. that like home cooked meals is really, you know what I'm saying?
Rural area
They up, bro.
where
I'm telling you.
they're-
Oh shit. Wait. Okay, so they just all up in the East Coast. They dicking the East Coast down. Oh my god. And then the West Coast, they kind of spread out. Maybe got like one in every other state type shit. Damn, they even in Canada? Fuck. Even Canada not safe? Damn, bro.
you know,
What the
aren't
fuck?
any other distributors, then restaurants really don't have many options at all. As we've lost some of that
Damn.
regional
I like you
wholesale
want to try
infrastructure,
Jamaican food
we
today? Try? You haven't tried Jamaican food before? Okay, if you haven't tried Jamaican food before, get they got some bread there. I forgot what it's called, something different really like everywhere. It's like cocoa bread, some shit like that. Like it's called something. Get that bread. Get some oxtail. Don't start with the curry goat. Get that next time. Get some oxtail and then get some rice and peas low-key overrated, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That shit low-key overrated. What about fufu? That's African food. That's African. If it's African, I ain't had African either though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still trying to find a good spot. I think I got one near me, but they're only open like weird times. It's like Tuesday. Like every day they have a different times where they're open. So I gotta like catch them on the right day. I might try to get me some African food after the gym though. Wait, hold on. I just thought about that. Wait, that shit would be hard. But yeah, I gotta make sure whenever I do eat it, I gotta record it so that way Ezra can tell me if I'm eating some real food or not. But ready for it? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm locked in. What time does it start? It starts at 7, right?
also see the loss
7, 8,
of
something like that.
local businesses,
Hopefully they
local farms.
I need them to go
and
back to
a
doing
regional
that
food
middle of the
system.
day shit.
In general, restaurant owners have little recourse when Cisco screws them over. Complaints are rampant about late deliveries,
African food?
crushed eggs below stacks of
No, I
boxes,
don't.
even swapping ingredients without informing restaurants. As the industry continues to consolidate,
All right, swapping ingredients without telling the restaurant is low-key shitty, because now they swap the ingredients. Now the person that's eating it doesn't know if they're allergic to it, and then they try to sue the restaurant. The restaurant's like, bro, we're telling you that this is what's in it. Whole time Cisco then switched out the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that, yeah, that shit ass. That shit's ass.
these issues
You
will
get along,
only
bro?
get worse.
Type shit. Do they eat that in Africa? Let me see. Let me do a little bit of research. What percentage? No available statistics. Oh. Alright. What type of people? Blackface minstrelsy. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that mean? What is this rabbit hole? African form of theater, mostly white actors wearing blackface makeup with the purpose of portraying racial stereotypes. Oh, interesting. They got a documentary on this? Oh shit. Oh fuck.
It also means as the industry
Oh
continues
my
to
gosh,
consolidate,
wait, did I just snipe that? Yo, I think I just found the exact spot.
these issues will only get worse. Cisco already tried to buy their largest
Wait, no, that's
competitor,
crazy.
US Foods, but was shut down by the FTC. Now, Cisco's two largest competitors are signaling they might try to merge.
That's probably the best way to fight them, but even then, bro, you're still like, it's only a matter of time, gang. It just seemed like Cisco gonna be the only one, bro. But who are the, like, what are the companies that don't use Cisco shit? I guess that's probably a good question, right? What company, I guess US companies don't use Cisco products? I guess restaurants, I guess? Yeah, it'd probably be restaurants. Restaurants don't use Cisco products. So restaurants don't source from Cisco. I kind of just want to see if I can taste the difference. Like, if I knew Cheesecake, for example, has a partnership with Cisco for certain made goods, both the controversy just the restaurants that avoid to know more. Okay, it's not that they avoid it; it's just that they use fucking U.S. food or whatever the other one is. Like, it's a deeper rabbit hole.
In an environment where the biggest companies aggressively push out competition, makes sense. It also means restaurants will have even less choice than they already do, and farmers will have less.
Why them apples look like that? Something about these apples look a little off, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Bargaining power when selling their food.
Hey, I don't know,
the
bro.
most aggressive, gold standard thing that an antitrust enforcer could do would be to look at some of these deals and say, maybe we went too far. Like, maybe we let Cisco acquire too many companies, and we should unwind some of those and break up Cisco. That's something that we've seen antitrust enforcers take on with past deals like Ticketmaster.
The FTC could also.
Oh, God. Bro, the Ticketmaster monopoly is fucking crazy. Holy shit. That's a whole different thing. Especially, even like, just specifically talking about concerts, bro. It's bad, bro. It's bad. I seen a couple videos on that shit like a couple weeks ago. That shit's crazy.
Block future acquisitions.
It's crazy.
And states and federal regulators could scrutinize discount programs that people like Claire and Austin suspect Cisco is using to drive out the competition. But what about my mission to get the same food in entirely different states? We ordered a mix of jalapeno poppers, fried pickles, and funnel cake fries.
Okay.
In Nebraska, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and in Alaska.
All right, moment of truth. Jalapeno popper. Never been to this restaurant, never been to the city, but it just tastes like something I've had 100 times.
In Omaha, I am pretty sure I got the Cisco brand jalapeno popper, though, to be fair, their main competitor sells almost the same thing. The one that I got in Brooklyn was clearly different than that one and was a little bit better. Here in New Jersey, I ordered funnel cake fries. They seem exactly the same as the ones I got in Omaha.
Funnel cake fries. I think I might have had these before. Like, just looking at them, I feel like I've had them, but just the name didn't ring any bells, though. I think I might have eaten these before. It might have been in Jersey when I had these shits.
A fellow producer also ordered them in Philadelphia and another in Anchorage. They look pretty similar. I also ordered some fried pickles, which is what my fellow producer ordered in Philly. They're clearly different. One is chips, one is spears, but
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I order fried pickles and I get this, bro, I'm not eating this shit, bro. Because I'm gonna bite into it and it's gonna be a fucking pickle. The whole point of me trying to eat fried pickles is to mask the fact that I'm eating a fucking pickle, bro. Because I don't even fuck with pickles. Me and, what the fuck is his name? That one nigga from SpongeBob, Bubble Bass. Me and him would not be friends, bro. I don't fuck with pickles, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if they're fried, I can eat them. Oh, shit, my
there's
bad.
a chance that I got these Cisco pickle spears. Don't get me wrong. You've probably had a frozen Cisco meal and thought it was totally fine. But the point is, in this giant food system, something is being lost. Regional variety, local jobs, local businesses, and just having a unique meal. A meal that's different.
Yeah, I think that's probably it right there, bro. Regional variety and just being different across the board. Because when you go to a new state, typical rule of thumb is to eat something that you're not going to get at home. So that does make sense. Especially considering it's going to just fucking taste the same. But yeah, I think it's overall, I don't think Cisco's monopoly is the worst thing ever, but I also don't think it's that productive either. Like, I think it's better to have that diversity, especially at the very least, like the East and the West, at the very least. Like, damn, I go over to the West Coast and I want to go get a fucking burger from somewhere like Applebee's or something, it shouldn't taste the exact same as the one I get from Florida, you know? Just for an example. But no, that was a good video though. Wait, is that the end? Okay. No, that's a good video. What the fuck? Saw a comment months ago saying at this point going out to eat is just figuring out which restaurant can heat up Cisco Foods Cisco Foods better. I've been waiting on a video so different quality for assistant. Fire. We're all policing our food, housing, all these and far too few hands. True. The older I get, the more I hate everything. Antitrust action, badly needed for years. That. Yeah. Is that gonna make me stop eating at restaurants that use Cisco products? Fuck no. But it is just a good thing to note. Whenever you're eating somewhere, and you just, and it's at least a good reason to know why all of the food tastes the same across the board. So, at the very least, like, I'm a little bit more informed in that regard. And I will completely understand if somebody does want to, like, completely cut it off if they don't want to deal with it. So